I literally can't anymore. I just can't. Welcome everyone. I want to first start off with showing you what it looks like before we start to deep clean. Now, it may just look really cluttered and messy, but it was really filthy. Truly filthy. And you'll see some shots where you'll really understand what I'm talking about. It's hard to tell you guys that so many of my videos I'll say like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed or I'm so over it. And absolutely, that is true. But in today's video, it is literally like, I cannot live in this room anymore. When I tell you my allergies are so bad from these cats, I'm not even playing around. And if you're new here, I have a large family and now we have cats and kittens. We had cats and then she had kittens very unexpectedly. And she's a very bougie cat because I have really bad cat allergies, but she got pregnant by some cat outside. So now I have 6 kittens in this house, mostly in my bedroom, and I can't even breathe. It is a mess. I clean this room probably every other day and it does not stay clean because their stuff is everywhere. And I just decluttered the closet. So in today's video, we are going to clean this messy room in one day because Chris took the kids to my mom's to swim. And so I only have today to tackle all of this because we have too many other things that we have to do. So if you are looking forward to some really good deep cleaning, whether you're cleaning a room, a bathroom, outside, or you just want to hang out today, we're going to do this together. I'm probably going to need to take a Claritin first because I literally can't breathe and I have a sinus headache. And then we are going to get going because I literally can't anymore. I just can't. Real quick, I want to share this mirror with you all. It is amazing. It has beautiful LEDs and even a demister. This is incredible. Let me show you how it works. So here's a clip of it foggy. I just came out of the shower, but let me turn that on for you really quick and show you how this will come. Yes, there's Elsa and Anna. And that's how you turn it on. And this here will start to get rid of all of the fog and everything. It's hard to see, obviously. Let me turn on this light. It's super clear. It's not showing the fogger because it didn't get as steamy in here, but I do want to at least show you how bright this is. This is obviously evening. I have no overhead lights on. As you know, we're slowly but surely trying to fix this bathroom up. Now they have over 30 different sizes you can choose from. Arches, I mean, so many beautiful type of mirrors. And not only that, you get factory direct pricing, but like this one has, if you can't, like I'm trying to show it to you. Do you see how it's illuminated right here? And it illuminates behind it, it's gorgeous. Now, if you hold it, it'll change the lighting. I want to show this to you. And it keeps changing it, so it changes its warmth or its coolness. Isn't that cool? Look how pretty. Look how beautiful. Now, obviously the bathroom isn't gorgeous because it's being renovated, but look how beautiful that glow is. That's stunning. That is stunning. But if you want to do your makeup, like this is just a beautiful glow for the evening or anytime, but let's do your makeup. Let's do, if you want to, oh, look super bright. So I'm going to give you a look of what it looks like a little bit different. You see how bright it is? It is crystal clear, crystal clear. Now, there was a little bit of fog on here. It's completely gone, as you see, and I've already turned off the demister. So that's awesome. But you can get mirrors that have Bluetooth speakers, Wi-Fi, the weather station, magnifying beauty mirrors. You can get some with frames, no frames. How they illuminate can be different. You can choose so many different styles and features, and I'll have all that information. But if you want a mirror that does more than just be a mirror, you definitely want to check out Inyouths. They are so incredible. And all of the cool things that you can do right at your fingertips. It's awesome. I like how this one, like you just go like this, off, on, off, the demister, on. So it's just like you don't have to press it, you just wipe. And like I said, if you hold it down, it'll change the color of it all. You see how it changes? And then, isn't that amazing? This mirror is so cool. So I wanted to share it with you all. My last mirror was way too small. So we upgraded and got a bigger one, and I love this one so incredibly much. Inyouths really do it well with their mirrors. So I'll have their information in my description box. They're also providing a discount code for all of my followers. So check out all the information. I'll have it here on the screen. But you're gonna love this. This is such an amazing way to upgrade your space. Had to take the Claritin. I've been having to take one every single evening, but I had to start there. And now I'm going to get rid of the clutter in my room. But this bag was so full, it ended up just breaking. If you saw my previous video where I cleaned out the closet, this is all of that mess that I just set right here. And then I'm going to move it and set it right in my entryway. Sometimes I do that, and I got to do a better job of just getting it out of the house. But sometimes I'll move it from one section to the next. In my head, this worked out so much better. So I think the kittens peed on my favorite long velvet pillow, and that is fine. I don't know why they would do such things, but they're just babies. So even more so to get everything off the floor and get it out of here. I will be the first one to say that I think this is extra disgusting because it's in my room. So I was trying to keep it where they were because they were starting to have accidents. Now, I personally wouldn't love to have them in my room, but it's the safest place for them now. We don't have anywhere that's like confined, but enough space for them to run away or run around, but small enough for them not to go too far and be too scared of the house. Now we are letting them around the house, but right now we're having to train them to use a litter box, and obviously they get it really quickly, very quickly, but it started here. And now at this point it's in my bathroom, but this was before I moved it out. I wanted to keep it open like this because having it in the big container, which you'll see I'll put it in, the little the little covering, I thought that would be too overwhelming for their little bodies. So yes, really gross, I have to admit, but I'm just trying to make it work. They've had an accident on my floor. They had an accident on the pillow. They've had an accident on a blanket. So I'm trying to make it super accessible for them so they learn that this is where they're supposed to go. So this is not a normal practice. If you're just absolutely appalled, this is just for now. Moving on to going up there to my fan. If you struggle with allergies, dust is probably one of the worst things. So I love this dusting glove. I don't remember where I got it. I think TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or somewhere like that. But this thing is incredible. To me, it's better than anything I've ever used. And you put it on there and you just wipe everything down, and it really gets a ton of stuff. Are you kidding me right now? You see my dilemma. Blinds are one of those things that I do not like to clean. I feel like it is so tedious. So having this glove is very helpful. I can just wipe right through it and be able to hold every blade and wipe it down. If there is an easier way to clean blinds, please let me know, because I feel like I've used the Swiffer and the little dusters, but if you go after those things and touch the blind, it still feels dusty. So I do this until the blind feels completely smooth, and that's just what works. But it is so time consuming, and man, my arms hurt after I'm done. So if you have a trick on how to clean these more effectively, listen, I am all ears. Let me know in the comments below. We were talking about getting the like, what are those things? Roman shades put in here, but we just got these from Lowe's and it's worked out fine. But again, I don't like them. I've even thought about getting those shutters. I thought those were really, really, really beautiful, but they are so pricey. So if you have another idea on what kind of covering would be more effective, let me know. I have blinds from curtains from 2 pages that need to go up in here, but I've been wanting to paint. But I'm gonna tell you, listen, one thing at a time. In my head, everything seems so easy and doable, and I can do it all. But when it comes down to it, I really need to take on one task at a time, because if I have too many things going, too many balls in the air, then nothing really gets the attention that it needs. So I'm trying to learn to take one thing at a time, especially with summer being here. You know, Chris works so much during the summer. He's an AC contractor. I work for the company as well. And then we have the kids home 24/7. And then I do this, and that isn't a complaint. Those are blessings to be able to have those opportunities and to be able to stay home. But I'm saying that there are just so many moving parts, and some days my mind just cannot keep up. And adding the kittens to all of that has been just the extra thing that has been a little challenging in my mind. I've never had kittens before. And if you're new here, like I told you in the beginning, yes, I have bougie cats. I get Maine Coons. They produce less of the allergen that causes the protein that causes allergies, and Siberians, which is what Eden is. She is considered a hypoallergenic. However, no cat's really hypoallergenic, but it's more. So she doesn't bother my allergies at all. Jules, my Maine Coon, did not bother my allergies at all. But I didn't know she was in heat, and she was acting a little funny for literally less than 24 hours. I asked her breeder. She said she looks like she's going into heat, but she was so young. We were like, oh, we have time. And a couple weeks later, I noticed her belly was big, and the rest is history, and we're making do with the situation. Actually, as I'm recording this, Eden had her surgery to get spayed yesterday. And all the kittens have a home, which is great. And I have vetted all of the people. Like, I was really, really over the top and picky on who got one of my cats. I'm not going to lie. people probably were annoyed. People asked me, can I have one? And I would just say, I'm sorry, no. Just because I didn't think they could provide the home that I wanted them to have. I have a dear friend who I love more than anything. And she asked if she could have one to have a barn cat. And I said, no. Nope, nope, nope. There are lots of feral cats that can be a barn cat. These cats are not barn cats. Now, I would rather a cat go to the barn than a shelter. I would not have that. And I'm telling everybody who gets one of my kittens, if you have any issues, you bring them back to me. They are not to go into shelters. That's at least what I could do because of this situation. But very picky about my babies. But yeah, I don't even know why I was telling you that story now, and I'm just going to let it be. But it's like when I have these voiceovers, it's like I'm talking to a friend, and sometimes I tell stories and I'm like, what was I saying? Why did I tell you that story? I don't know. I may remember in a minute and pick back up. But all I'm saying is I got to clean this, and having the kittens have really just, we're making the best out of the situation. I've never done this, but I love them so much. Man, it's been so much fun, but I have learned a lot in this situation. If I ever choose to have kittens in the future, I'll know more what to do, but this was the first time for me. If you guys are looking for a vacuum, I got this one at Christmas time. This is the Shark. I think it's called Power Detect. I'm not real sure, but let me tell you something. This will replace every vacuum that you have. Now, I have a Kirby. I love it. She's too heavy to get up and down the stairs, so honestly, I don't use it. And the little latch broke on it, so you can't move it around the house on the wheels. You have to actually pick it up, and it is a beast. And yes, she's going to clean very well. But this vacuum here does just as good in my opinion. And if you need it to go under beds or something low, you just take it off the main canister and you put it under. And if you need it to do just the attachments, it's right there. This vacuum literally does everything, and it's corded, so you're going to get the suction that you cannot get from a cordless vacuum. It's just the truth. I hate to tell y'all. If you don't believe me, I did encourage you to vacuum, clean out your canister, vacuum a space, a rug, a carpet, whatever, just one space with your cordless. And then if you have a chance to get a corded, go right behind it and use your corded vacuum, and you will be blown away how much actually gets left in your carpet. At least I was. I mean, I was truly, truly blown away because we clean our house regularly. I vacuum regularly. And when I got this thing and pulled it out of the box, I had literally just used my Shark Stratos cordless, which was about $499. And let me tell you, when I pulled this thing out of the box, actually it was $399. I take that back. And I immediately used it on this rug. I showed my husband because he was like, what, another vacuum? And I'm like, babe, I'm telling you. And yeah, when he saw the amount of dust, he was like, okay, point proven.
gonna get burned, you're gonna get burned. You're walking into quicksand, not a lesson learned, 'cause you're gonna get burned. There you go, without thinking about tomorrow. Gonna let you know you're spending all the time you borrowed to get through this. Not giving you a second chance. So turn around.
I had purchased that allergen spray quite a while ago and forgot I had it. So I pulled that out, and now I'm going to use my mop vac. I love this thing. I still love this thing. And I've had brands want to send me new ones, and I'm like, sure, I'll use it. I'll try it. But this is my ride or die. I can't imagine anything working better than this, but I'm always willing to try new things.
You're gonna get burned, you're gonna get burned, fill in the blanks.
I'm keeping some of this footage in here, this normal speed, because when you do these videos for the sake of time, you obviously speed things up. Sometimes 2 times, sometimes 3 times, sometimes 4 times. Now, when I do laundry, a lot of it, I speed that up 8 times. So just to give you some reference, but I like to keep this in here every so often because I want to show you really how slow you have to do this. So I did get this bedroom clean top to bottom, inside and out in one day, but I was hustling like nobody's business. I sometimes play little games with myself, like, okay, get everything off the floor by this time. And that's how I do it to make it a little more interesting. It might sound silly, but it works. It really does. So Chris had the kids, and so I knew I had to hustle and get this done before they even came back home, and I was able to do that. But I wanted to show you how slow I'm really going over this, because the thing about these items, these appliances, whatever they're called, they work, but you have to let them work. And you can't just push, like when you're going on the vacuum, you can't just push it all over the place. You got to do a slow vacuum. And in a moment, I'm going to pull out the carpet cleaner. But first, I'm going to vacuum the floor. And when I vacuumed the floor, I vacuumed so incredibly slowly, so slow. But you gotta let these things do their job and go very slowly. Let them get a chance to actually clean or get all the dirt out of the carpet. That's what I've learned. When cleaning a carpet, I don't think many people tell you, but what you need to do is use a sprayer, like one of these spray bottles, or like the garden sprayers that you can get. They're really cheap. Put your liquid and your cleaning solution in that. Mix it up in that with warm water, and then spray it over the entire carpet and let it sit for at least 15 minutes. Now, we had accidents on this carpet, so I used what you just saw, and I sprayed the whole thing down. You obviously don't see, but you don't see how long I let it sit on there, but I let it sit on there about 15-20 minutes. And then I come back with the carpet cleaner. There is no cleaning solution in this carpet cleaner. That works, in my opinion, very well. You want to give the solution time to break down any dirt or debris, odors, or whatever that may be in your carpet. So that's a little thing that works for us. Now, you do what works for you. I think the manufacturers tell you to use their solution. I use their solution in a spray bottle if I have to, or a garden sprayer. Or I use what you just saw me use because we had actual pet stains and pet mess. But you're cleaning the carpet. These work and they clean the carpet. But they can only do so much because you're literally, when you go over it forward, that's when it's getting the solution on the carpet, and then you're sucking it right back up. It's on there for what? Maybe a second. So just a little advice. So that's how you do it. And if you really got some time, just let it sit on there. You don't want it to dry on there. Now, that's another thing. Don't let it dry on there. So don't have your fans and everything going when you're spraying your solution. That needs to stay not wet, but damp. Okay, if you get it too wet, then you have a chance of mold and other things growing in the carpet. I know I've learned a lot. So you got to be really, really careful. But one thing I like about this carpet cleaner is it has a dryer on it. You'll see me use it in just a minute. I do this until I feel like the carpet doesn't feel really damp. I mean, it is going to be damp, but it doesn't feel too wet. And this is what it came up with. It wasn't horrible, but it did pretty good. Now I'm going to turn the fan on. You definitely want to open windows, turn your fan on, do whatever you got to do to get some airflow in here because you don't want this to stay wet for too long.
Staying up tonight and I'm all alone. Feeling okay, then you hit my phone. Saying, babe, wanna meet up? I'm in the club, but I'm done now. Can I come up? Saying, of course you can come by. I don't know why, but you're sunshine. Oh, you're alright. Oh, you're alright. I'm gonna shut my mouth when you say what's on your mind. I can see the pain in your eyes. First I'm left, then I'm right. Don't know how to keep my calm. Baby, don't you tell your lies. Let me say thank you for all this time, babe. I've been loving every time I could call you mine. I don't know why I'm being the one feeling stupid. I'm feeling stupid now. No. So now it's time for the goodbyes. Everything dies while the sunrise. Oh, you're alive. It's time for the goodbyes. Everything dies while the sunrise. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I'm gonna shut my mouth when you say what's on your mind. I can see the pain in your eyes. 'Cause I'm left, then I'm right. Don't know how to keep
You won't see me spray the mold armor, but I did, and I let it sit in here for a while with the fan on. Excuse see, Chris is home now. And I let it sit in there with the fan on and the window on. This stuff is potent. It is hardcore. That's why I also opened the windows in my room because I was letting the carpet dry, but this stuff as well. The kittens are out of here and it is locked up like a fortress for a while. But not too long because I still got to come in here and clean. I think it was about an hour. It was. So I got the bedroom clean, but now it's time for this. And again, I had to let it sit for a little while. So when I finished the bedroom, it was about 5 o'clock. So I think it was about 6:37 when I came back in here. It's because we still have light outside. It doesn't get dark here until almost 9 o'clock, which is awesome. It's awesome, and then sometimes it's not awesome. It's awesome if you want to hang out outside. It's not awesome when you have to put a toddler to bed and she's like, why is there still light out there? But I am wiping this mirror down. Now, you saw previously that I have the new mirror up. Yes, I filmed this before I filmed that portion. And truthfully, it was a little put together, and I'm sorry for that. Like I said, sometimes I've got all my balls in the air and I'm catching them all, and sometimes I'm dropping them all, and that's just life. But at least I show up as I am and authentically. And if that is in my doggy PJs or my kitty cat PJs, that's just what it's going to be. And the old me would have obsessed over it and thought about it and worried and really overwhelmed myself with trying to make it perfect. The me now is allowing those things to go and just letting it work itself out. So that's one thing that I have tried to do with myself. Try not to, I want it to be perfect, but perfection is a really hard thing to try to attain. And sometimes you got to do good enough is good. Done is better than perfect. And sometimes that's today. So I'm going to clean this bathroom. I got to clean this area out here. You can see that this got really gross. I do show these things because some of you guys like to see all the nitty gritty nasty, and some of you guys are appalled. So I didn't show like all the details of the litter, cover that up, but I may show this. So it just depends. It's like there have been times where I have done videos and I have showed it all of it. And I get comments like that was way too much. And then in some of the comments I get like, yes, finally real filth. And it's like, I can't make everybody happy, but I didn't think this was too bad to show. But however, I will just say for me personally, I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Now, bodily fluids, I will limit a little bit of that, but like dirt and grime, yes, let me see it all. I love to see the before and afters.
I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. We do what we like. I just need one night. I just need one night. I just need. I just need. I just need. I just need. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. We do what we like. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars all align. I just need one night. I just need. I just need one night. I just need one night. I just need one night. I just need one night.
I was really happy to get the new mirror because the one that you just saw me have, it's just too small for the space. Ideally, I wanted two separate mirrors that were tall and have sconces in between them. So vertical mirrors. But when I had the opportunity to have this really large one and actually fill in more of the space, I went ahead and took it. I'm going to give the mirror that we took down, I'm going to see if it'll fit in my boys' bathroom. but it might be too tall because it won't fit horizontally. It'll have to go vertical, and I don't know, that might be too much. But if it doesn't work, I'll give it to my girls, or I will give it to my sister-in-law, or whoever wants it. It is done, and let me tell you, there is nothing better than going to bed with clean sheets and a clean room, clean bathroom. I sleep better. That's why I try to straighten up the kids' room, well, mostly Emma's room because I put her to bed. But try to straighten up the room before bed because, listen, it is proven. It is facts. It's science. I'm telling you, it works. Now, I already took a shower, and so when I take a shower, I will come in here and scrub everything down. I hose it down with the shower head because you don't want all that steam hitting the chemicals and you're sitting in it. So I hose it all down, let it go down the drain for a bit, and then when I come in here to take a shower this evening, I'll start scrubbing it. That's just what works with me. Sometimes I will do it on camera, obviously not in the shower. Sometimes I won't. But here's an overview, and I hope you got some great before and afters. I hope you got a lot of cleaning motivation, and I hope you were inspired to do your own spot in your own place. Sorry this video is a little bit late. I've got a lot going on, but I love you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video. It helps me out a lot, and subscribe. Don't forget, you are loved, and you are enough, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, friends.